So as you kind of come to either a seated or reclining or lying down posture, I'm going to invite you to just kind of settle in, whatever that might look like for you, kind of feathering your nest, making yourself comfortable, but also taking some time to maybe silence your phone, close a door, maybe make any preparations necessary so that for the next 20 minutes or so, you can be focused on this practice. So this is a practice that gives us some strategies and techniques for working with stressful emotions. As we know, these are emotions that can happen in real time and can often pose challenges. Sometimes these emotions might arise as a result of anticipation, and sometimes they might result as the result of some unexpected changes or situations that we're forced to deal with, as well as maybe things that have already happened in the past that just kind of seem to linger. And regardless of the situation, these are things that can cause stress and anxiety and feelings of discomfort that might affect our functioning as well as our well-being. So this is a practice that allows us to create some space around such moments, some space to breathe, some space to become a little bit more wise, and to approach these situations with a bit of kind curiosity and tap into the power of choice as we consider the range of responses that are available to us at any moment. So, as you have found that comfortable position, I'm going to invite you to slowly, and when you're ready, see if you can bring to mind perhaps a worry or a concern that is present with you, or something that just feels important and current. It doesn't need to be the most overwhelming stress in your life. In fact, it's probably better if you choose something that might be closer to a 3 rather than a 10 on your personal stress scale. And as you bring this thought or concern or this worry or situation to mind, I want you to begin to shift your attention to your body. And so when you feel ready, bring your attention to the sensations of sitting or lying down, perhaps noticing the support of the chair or the floor beneath you, feeling the weight of your body, noticing your spine, noticing your neck, noticing your head. And now, with this opened awareness, I want you to focus in and bring your attention to your inner experience. With these thoughts or worries or challenges in mind, I want you to notice what's happening. Perhaps what's noticing in your mind. Noticing any feelings that arise, or any bodily sensations that you can become aware of. And as you invite this kind of broadening sense of awareness, kind of scanning your body, noticing perhaps as we think of these challenging or difficult or even anxiety-inducing situations, kind of noticing your body's reaction to them. And as you do, you might find it helpful to identify or list or name the things that are arising as a way of kind of putting these experiences into words, which can also help us over time and with practice to become a little bit more skillful. And so perhaps you're allowing these words to simply come to your mind like worry, discomfort. Or maybe it sounds like this is a feeling of anger that's arising, or judging thoughts are here. Or perhaps it's noticing that there's a sensation like tightness in your shoulders, in your stomach. Perhaps there's a temperature. Perhaps there's a movement. Or maybe you even just find it helpful to label it as either comfortable or uncomfortable. Kind of using this time to just play around with what works best for you as you think of this challenge or difficult situation or anticipation, and kind of noticing the cause and effect. Again, if anything should come up that's particularly difficult or uncomfortable, knowing that at any point you can open your eyes, you can try placing a hand on your heart and your stomach as a way of grounding yourself and activating your sympathetic nervous system. Knowing that you're in control here. And this is an opportunity for you to explore, but always with a sense of curiosity and kindness. And so now, when you're ready, I invite you to redirect your full attention back to your breath. And seeing now if you can follow the breath all the way in and then all the way out. Not necessarily changing your breath in any way, but just focusing your attention. And perhaps even using the words, breathing in, breathing out. You may find it helpful to count your breath. Inhaling 1, exhaling 1. Inhaling 2, exhaling 2, and so forth. But by focusing the mind on the counting or noticing and focusing of breath, not only does this deepen the relaxation response, but our mind can't think about breathing and all the things that we're worried and anxious and bothered by at the same time. Perhaps playing around with different strategies, noticing what helps you to focus on the sensations of what we call being breathed. Breathing in and breathing out. And should you notice that your mind wanders, or perhaps you get carried away from one thought to the next, just coming back to this breath, coming back to the sound of the music, or coming back to the feeling of being supported by the space around you. And noticing what anchor, as well as what support, what reset mechanism works best for you. Breathing in and breathing out. And now, expanding your attention to your entire body and allowing your awareness to expand around the breath to get a sense of the whole body in this space. Your whole body breathing in this present moment. And now seeing if you can hold in awareness all of the sensations in your body right now, just as they are. And now using your breath, tapping into the magic of it. And should you notice any discomfort or tension, any resistance, if any of these sensations are present for you, you might bring your awareness to them as you breathe in. And then breathing out from the sensations, inviting a sense of softening and opening. So using your breath to grow that awareness, to practice acceptance and acknowledging all that is here, and then using the out-breath to invite or send a sense of softening and opening to any of the places that may be calling for it. You might even find it to be helpful on your out-breath to either speak to yourself or allow these words to wash over you, reminding yourself it's okay to feel this. Whatever it is, it's already here. Whatever it is, it's okay to feel this. It's already here. Using a breath to grow your awareness, perhaps checking in with any of those places that you noticed, that sense of discomfort or even lack of sensation. And then using your breath to send it whatever it needs. Whatever it is, it's okay to feel this way. It's already here. And perhaps the more you focus on your breath, the more you might start to notice the mind beginning to still. Areas that were once clenched are now beginning to soften. And perhaps starting to notice the impermanence of all things. And maybe you find it helpful to bring in the words that feel right for you. It's okay to feel this. Whatever it is, it too will pass. Putting our own voice and our own words to these strategies. Finding what works for us. Developing the ability to bring a sense of curiosity, but also a sense of lightheartedness. A way of, in a sense, deepening our capacity to hold all of these things that exist within us, affected by what's around us, a little bit more gently. Knowing that this too won't last forever, and that it's okay to feel this. Whether it's here now or we've felt this before, chances are we can relate to it in a more skillful way when we take this moment to really see it for what it is. Science tells us that even the strongest of emotions will simply rise and fall in 60 to 90 seconds, as long as we don't do anything to grow it. What if that 60 to 90 seconds is this simple pause, an opportunity for you to be breathed, an opportunity for you to name whatever it is that you're feeling, or to simply just notice what's happening and give yourself permission. It's okay to feel this. Whatever it is, this too shall pass. And so, using the remaining few moments of this practice to perhaps continue scanning through your body and getting in touch with your breath, sending it to any areas that remain, or perhaps inviting some new thoughts and ideas, anticipations, challenges into your mind, and using the skill or strategy that you think is most effective. Doesn't have to be complicated. What allows you to see more clearly and to fill yourself with some ease. And in the last few moments of this practice, I invite you to return to the breath and return to the body, perhaps noticing any changes or shifts, as well as any insights that you may have gained that you wish to bring with you into your day and into your life. Perhaps just making note. And as always, commending yourself for taking this time to nourish and resource yourself, to get to know those inner workings and that heart-brain connection. And then slowly, and when you're ready, I'll invite you to bring some gentle movement back into your body, listening for the sound of the chime, which I will ring 3 times before I'll invite you back into the space.